Hello ladies and gents, please like, comment, subscribe. This is Romie here. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, this show is a mess. It's a mess in the best way and I enjoy it. I enjoy it immensely. So the show actually picks off where we left off, which is the whole Karen debacle of, wait a minute, did Ray ask Karen for a divorce? What we actually find out is Karen learns that Charisse was the one that let it be known that Karen was asked by Ray for a divorce some time ago. Cough, cough. That's what Karen's telling us at the table. Karen's trying to convince us that Ray, they were going through things and Karen wasn't putting the focus on Ray, and so a divorce was mentioned. Everyone's looking at Karen like, why can't Karen just tell the full truth instead of these stories? These almost feels like fabrications. Right now, they're in an okay place, so that's all that matters. Let's see. So Karen has the fragrance the fragrance line, and that's all that matters. Karen's doing big things. Karen always mentions about how, she's an entrepreneur and she's also no stranger to hard work. See, that's the problem when you go for a couple of seasons bringing the grand dame and being married to the Bill Gates, that it kind of changes that narrative of what are you actually doing yourself when it comes to business and making money. So now Karen, it almost feels like she's leveraging her options and her stock to divest. I don't know for what. I'm not sure, but we'll keep going. Giselle then has this separate conversation with Karen where Karen tells her that she's not sure if Ray was asking for a divorce to trying to protect her because of the legal allegations, which would mean that Karen actually was asked for a divorce from Ray recently compared to her story that she put from the other ladies. And that's the problem with Karen. We love us some Karen. She's funny. She looks good. She's a great time. But she's very inconsistent. And thing is, we respect you more if you're like, I'm not telling you that. That's none of your business. I'm not gonna tell you that. If you find out, you find out, but you're not gonna hear it from my lips. That's much better than this story that's narrated by Karen Huger entitled, This Is My Life. Even though I'm a public figure, I'm showing you what I want you to see. And if you catch me in something, you didn't catch me. That's Karen's mantra. That's what Karen is professing to us. And so I'm going to move on from that. The ladies are going to get ready to go into the water. And in comes 1, 2, 3. Karen! No, Curran! As Ashley says. Curran! Ashley took Karen's other wig. And so Karen loved it. Karen loved it. Of course, Karen loves herself. So someone emulating her. Oh, bless the child. So Ashley was doing the whole, you betrayed me. She did the whole thing when Karen's wig was stuck in the wig. And it was like, wait, hold on, I got it. It's like, Giselle, you can say a lot about Giselle, but one thing you can't say is that she's honest. What type of compliment is that? You can say a lot about Giselle. Many things about Giselle. Oh, Ashley did the dang thing. She did the dang thing. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to let you do what you do. I'm going to take me a nap. Goodbye. It was nice. And it was nice that they had that nice moment. Like I said, a bunch of the ladies got into the hot tub. And that was the end of the Neiman Colin trip. Everyone's getting adjusted back to their everyday life. Candace talks to Chris about her mom in this wedding. There's a lot going on with that. And she breaks down because she just feels like the control factor with her mom. And then also the fact that her father, it's not that he's not in the situation. It's just that her father left and abandoned the mom. And in turn, the mom felt like, well, you abandoned our family. It wasn't just me. But Candace sees it differently. she sees it differently. She also is concerned that she didn't see that proper role model when it comes to what a family should look like. So she's really concerned about that as well. And Monique is pissed. She's pissed because she feels like Ashley is her friend. Why is Ashley, of all people, going to thine enemy and telling thine enemy that, yeah, my friend, essentially saying stuff to make it sound like she has a drinking problem or possibly a drinking problem. I agree with Monique that it's very messy the way that Hill's done. And so then there was this other thing where Ashley is telling half stories, because Ashley goes and runs to Michael and tells Michael that, hey, Monique, you know, there was a bottle of wine there and this girl was just throwing up in the bushes. She was throwing up in the bushes, and maybe she does have a problem. And they're joking about that. And I'm thinking, don't do it. Don't do it, because things could turn left quickly. Giselle is practicing her lines. Well, she has the book, and so she's saying some of the lines out. So she has her Southern church lady hat, and she's talking to Robin. Let's see, what's her whole thing with Robin? Okay. Giselle's relationship, there's an issue there. Her guy, I think he probably has had enough. And when I say has had enough, you know, you go through that phase of you don't want to ever be apart, and then that phase finally ends. I think for him, that's where he is. Giselle, she's not the type where she has that if she actually likes you. And that's where the conflict ensues. So Karen meets up with, what's his name, Andy? Her assistant, her assistant, her friend, her this, her that. The guy that she brought to the original meeting when the season first started. They're discussing her fragrance line. And it's going to be great. They want the ladies to come. They're going to make sure that there's no issues. I'm thinking Karen. Now, Candace, she goes with her mother to meet with the wedding planner. And the wedding planner just tells some hard truths. Hey, how are you going to go and want all these things? As in Candace, she wants this flower wall. She wants this. She wants that. Flowers are expensive, first of all. Everyone knows that. Secondly, the mother, it looks like the price for the wedding is maybe right now 120, 125K max. Or maybe 130K max. Because her mother is contributing the majority, the 100K. And her father is contributing 20K. I said, that's very imbalanced. That's a lot of money, though. But for their family, I guess. That makes you wonder, what does the father do? The mom wants Candace to reach out to the father and say, look, he wasn't there in your life, so the least he could do is contribute more money to your special day. And Candace feels she's really hurt because, one, the way how her mom talks about relationships and about marriages, it makes her feel like, wait, so do you think my marriage isn't going to last or that it's going to fail? And the mom says, no, it's not that. But her mom definitely speaks with the undertones of, you need to be careful and concerned and not do this and not do that. While Candace feels like, why are you trying to sabotage me? Is it because you really don't want me to get married? Do you not want the marriage thing for me? And then with the father, Candace still had a relationship with her dad. The mother felt very abandoned and hurt by her ex-husband because apparently he got up and left them. And even though he stayed in contact and communication with his daughter, the mom just feels like through all the strifes and struggles and real tribulations, he wasn't there. So the mom Candace gets up and leaves, and that's when her mom talks to the cameras and say, look, she's always had a different viewpoint of how things ended in my relationship, and I'm sure Candace probably resents the way how her mom handled certain things, and it may not be fair, or it may be justified. I don't know. Ashley goes to meet up with her mom, and I said, why does her mom need that big of a house? And then I start to get upset all over again. But thankfully, we found out it was rented. I said, okay, the mother is cleaning up the house because they have to get up and go. And this conversation, I'm not going play by play. I'm just going for what irked me. Ashley's mom tried to play this guilt trip of, why does your husband not want to talk to me? When I talk to him, he should be, common decency would be for him to go and talk, give me a call back, or at least answer when I call, at least every once in a while. And why is he going to do all this stuff with the money? And why would he not want you to go and help out your mother? Why would you go and take his side? Because Ashley said, look, he does have some points as far as I guess how much I was doing for you. And her mom did not want to hear that. Her mom felt like, oh, so you're choosing his side? How are you going to do that? Why would you let someone come in between? I said, whoa, stop right there. Because your daughter just said that the man that you've been seeing for years has come in between your relationship with her. So you're upset with her husband, who is... And I said, I'm glad Ashley stopped mincing words. Ashley put it out there. Look, I barely make enough money to support me, so I definitely can't support you too. How is it that her husband, who is supporting the whole family, period, just wants one thing: this man to be gone, or for this man to get a profession and make money so that he doesn't have to in turn support them as much? Or, potentially not at all. And now that things haven't changed, because Ashley's mother's trying to say, well, I need time. I need time to do this. I need time to do that. I need time. I need consideration. How are you doing this to me? How is she doing this to you? She gave you time after time after time. It's not her money. It's her husband's money. What happened because she was upset because Ashley said, so where are you going to go? You know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to a hotel because I have a place to stay. Well, you know what? I actually think I took what you said to heart. I really thought about it. So then I thought maybe I need some time for myself. I need some time to go away. I need some time to take a vacation. Some time to go on a trip. I'm thinking, where are you going to get the money to go to? What happens to your actual other daughter that you have there? Is the husband actually going to help the daughter? If the husband is making money and isn't contributing really to the household, then I said, this is a mental illness. And I'm sure both of them have issues. I'm sure both of them. Because the mother said, wait, it's not like I'm on drugs or anything. It's not like I'm this. First off, Ashley keeps doing this stuff to try and keep her mother there because of that time when her mother was not there, when the mother, again, had that feeling of she just needed to go and clear her head and get herself together. And so that's the reason why Ashley's still doing this. And it pisses me off that she knows this too. She knows this too, and now she's trying to stop. But her mother, who's upset because now the rug's being pulled over under her, her mother's able to work. Her mother is working. Her mother, the issue is that she's supporting the grown man and her other daughter. That's the problem. Two people. And one of those two people should be trying to pull their weight more. And it just irks me that instead of her saying, you know what, yeah, he does, you're trying to blame her husband who is financing your lifestyle. Your life, this... giving you a place to stay that you didn't have to even pay for. The condition was you gotta let that other man go who isn't contributing, and you acknowledge to a certain extent that he's... All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. It's the day of Karen's event. It's raining, and Karen's peoples are there, and then the other ladies, they come in. Now we get to Monique. Monique's energy was bad. She came into the situation pissed and irked, and she said she's going to do something unexpected. She's not going to talk. I said, oh no. She's that upset where she's not going to talk. I already knew that things were going to go from bad to worse. When Ashley gets there, Ashley and Monique barely 2 words. Because Ashley's like, hey girl. Monique's like, I said, oh, here we go. Here we go. Everything else was going all right. They were smelling, they were sniffing it. They talked about there's 8 different types of scent for perfumes. I said, oh, okay. And so they were going by which scent they liked. I said, oh, see, this is cool. The ladies are supporting this. Actually feels like a real thing. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just doing this for TV. And they came up with the scents that they like. They'll be made. Once Ashley gets up and leaves, that's when the mess continues, because Monique is upset. It's clear she is. So of all people, Giselle and Robin are asking, wait, what's wrong? And so Monique was like, no. And it's not something I want to discuss here. And she said, and so I said, Monique, stop. Don't say anything else. Don't say anything. And then it continued. you know, it's not with you guys. I'm thinking, no, stop talking. You were doing, stop. And then it goes to, it's with Ashley. It's just, I felt a certain way because she's trying to make this narrative of, oh, I was just drinking and driving and I actually, you know, potentially have an alcohol problem and all this stuff. And the thing is, Monique wanted to clarify something. She said even at, because they're like, oh, with the jacuzzi, you were throwing up. It's like, yeah, I threw up because I was teaching them how to inhale a cigar. I'm not inhale. Jesus, you don't. That's what she did. She inhaled, and so she threw up. And I just said, that makes sense. She was smoking that cigar. She wasn't even drinking from all the stuff that we were seeing. And she just feels like, why would her friend go and say something like that to you guys to make it seem like one thing? So now that Monique went and gave that stuff to the enemy, i.e. Giselle and Robin, now Giselle says, okay, so I guess we need to go and talk about this. I'm thinking, Giselle, first off, Giselle, this is at Karen's official event. Why would you think that it's a great idea to... See, that's why I'm like, y'all don't really care about each other. If you did, you know how these things go. Because even Monique said, I don't want there to be an issue. Whenever there's a table thing, there's always an issue. She tried to stop, but you know she couldn't help herself. So she just kept telling the truth. I'm like, you don't have to say everything. It's okay. It's okay. It really is okay. Everything doesn't have to be divulged. So now there's the official issue with Monique and Ashley are coming to pass. There's other people who aren't a part of the cast that are at the table. So this is a real event. This is a real event. Now Ashley is trying to defend herself. And I'm saying, Ashley, I don't care what you have to say right now because you were wrong. You were wrong. Why would, simple and point, the fact is that it does not matter if you were telling the truth or not about the 4 drinks, the timetables, the thing that you brought up because you're trying to defend her. In what world is going and spilling that type of information really defending someone? That's part 1. Part 2 is, I have farts. So part 2 is, why would you say it to the people who don't really rock with her like that? And that's the part where I'm just looking at you like you do this a lot. And that's why I don't like that. Now, things took a turn when Monique said, I'm building businesses and brands. Here goes Robin and Giselle in the background. Businesses, brands. I'm thinking, yeah, she is. She's trying to do this and get her own money. Like, are y'all mad? Because Robin, you work. You have a regular job. Giselle, you have a business. You're antagonizing this situation, and that was irking me. And then, it doesn't matter if the brand's big or small. Brand is a brand. Now, when Monique said, you know, I'm out here trying to do it for me, got my own thing, not trying to rely on her husband to give her an allowance, I said, oh no. No. That, no. Why? Because now, that's it. When you say something like that and you're supposed to be friends with someone, okay, so then now it gets really petty. Now it's a lot of general banter back and forth. Karen has to go and get the security to stop them because they're not calming down. And I'm glad Karen kicked them out because I said, okay, y'all are really disrespectful. And it's all 4 of y'all's fault. It's Monique, Ashley, Robin, and Giselle. All 4 of yours fault. And if you are too immature if you can't acknowledge the part that you played in it. Because then when Karen was getting Monique to get her up, then I said, Candace, baby, don't try. No, what do you do? I said, oh, you can't be friends with. I don't know if Candace and Ashley are really friends. I don't know, because Candace was caping for Monique, which I appreciated, but I'm thinking, Candace, if I were you, I just would have been zip. Ladies, let's calm down. all right, we at least we can do this outside. So then the argument continued on outside because Monique was talking to Charisse, saying it's very disparaging. You saying her saying stuff like that could constitute people looking at me like, oh wait, you're a mother, you're a wife, you're on the show, you're trying to do this stuff, but what, you're an alcoholic? You drink and drive? Like, we can't have someone like that. That's a train wreck. We can't do. Yes, she's right. That could mess up things going on for her. You don't know the type of things she's going on for her. And so for Ashley to not really get why she would be so upset, that's the part that irked me. I understand this conversation should have been had in private like Monique wanted to do. Monique did exactly what she told Candace not to do. And Monique was so caught up and she's so frustrated in general with, you know, just I'm sure a little bit with life, which is why she's going to be really high strung on all this other stuff. And the conversation with Ashley didn't go too far. And I do appreciate that as well. Monique said, even on the bus, that wasn't a 20-minute trip. I was on the bus having fun. I just wanted to have a moment, be with the girls, have a nice time, and now it's being painted that I'm a lush. And here comes Robin trying to say, well, yeah, well, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, no, I don't care. We can end this right now. Because now Robin and Monique are not fighting, but arguing, and Karen has to divide them. She's asking for security, and I don't know where Monique got that umbrella from, but I was ready. I said, you know what? Normally I don't like to see these ladies fighting, especially grown women with stuff to lose. But at this point, I went, let a tussle happen. I don't care. Let a tussle happen. The thing is, Robin works out. So that's the only thing. I don't know how that would go. Monique is a spitfire, but that doesn't mean that she could win the fight. Obviously, if we're doing this, I would root for no fight. But if I had to choose, you know I'm choosing my girl Monique. But I don't want them to be doing that. At least not on this show. Come back next week.